everybody, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be my BookTubeAthon wrap-up video. This week, the BookTubeAthon readathon hit, and I just read all week, and it was fantastic. It was a great readathon. I love BookTubeAthon. BookTubeAthon is hosted by Ariel Brissett. Oh my god, I can't talk. And yeah, this is I want to say it's a biannual readathon. I think there's a week-long one and then a weekend-long one, I'm pretty sure, if I can remember correctly. And I try to participate every year, sometimes twice a year. I'm pretty sure there's a weekend one where there's only, instead of 7 challenges or 7 reading challenges, there's like 3 or 4, which makes it a lot more manageable, but it is only 3 days long. So I think there's only 3 reading challenges, and one of them is to read 3 books. So yeah, but this was the week-long one. It started Monday the 24th and ended last night at midnight, which was Sunday, the 30th. Today is Monday the 31st. I cannot talk. I just got off of work. I'm still wearing my work clothes. I'm sorry about this, but I just don't have the time or the energy to pick out another outfit and just look more presentable. I'm so tired. This week definitely took everything out of me, but it was so great and I loved it. So for BookTubeAthon, there are 7 reading challenges. There's also video challenges, daily ones. There's daily Instagram challenges. You don't have to participate in those. You don't have to do any of the reading challenges. Really, the one thing about BookTubeAthon is they just want you to read. You know, read as much as you want, read as much as you can. Just have fun. And I love that. I really do. So I didn't participate in any of the video challenges. I meant to, but again, this week took a lot out of me, and I could definitely feel it daily. And I was trying to read as much as I could, as well as trying to catch up with one of my favorite TV shows, Bones. I have mentioned this a few times throughout the week that I was watching Bones. I was trying to finish this show, the 12th and final season. I was also trying, well, I had half of the 11th season as well as the 12th season to watch, and I was able to complete that yesterday. I'm so happy. This week has just been great. I was able to read all week long for BookTubeAthon. I was able to finish Bones, which I really wanted to, and which was really great. One of the books for BookTubeAthon ended up being my 100th book on Goodreads, and I was able to complete my reading goal for the year already. I'm so happy. It was amazing, and I am just so happy. So yeah. I didn't do any of the video challenges. I didn't do any of the Instagram challenges. Every night, that's when I would watch the BookTube videos and catch up with everybody else's progress and their vlogs, and that is when I would find out what the challenges were, which there were a few that I really liked. Books and Lala, I think I would have really loved to do that, which that one was I can't remember the name of the challenge, but it was like just to spell your name out in book titles, or like each letter of your name you have to find a corresponding book title, which would have been amazing. I would have loved to do that, and I ended up doing it in my head too, so I did it in my head, so I'm okay. But yeah, there was a few other ones that looked really good, but I just didn't have the time or the energy, and I didn't even know about it until late, so I couldn't do it. And also the Instagram ones, I could have done those, but I didn't. I ended up updating you guys a few times throughout the week with updates on how I was doing on my channel, as well as on Instagram, where I would post photos just letting you know the books I was reading for that day. And yeah, so I had a really good time this week. It was great. There are 7 reading challenges, and I was able to accomplish all 7. So that was just amazing. I did have 8 books on my TBR, but I didn't get to all 8. I was only able to get to 7, and I'm very proud of myself anyway. There was one book that I really wanted to get to, and I didn't, but I will get to that. I think I'm gonna keep that for another month and read that in September anyway. I was thinking about it, and I have a theme for September, and that will fit perfectly, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now on to the books that I read in the week of BookTubeAthon. So the first challenge, the first reading challenge, was to read a book with a purse on the cover, and I read The Winter's Curse by Marie Rukowski. This book is, oh god, this is the first book I read, so now I'm trying to go back. So this is all about a girl named Kestrel. Okay, so this is actually about 2 races, right? Crap, what are the races' names? There is the, oh my god, I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. Okay, there's the Valorians, which Kestrel is one of them. They're like, okay. What's the other one's name? Oh my god, why can't I? Okay, Harani. Okay, so there's the Valorians and the Harani. The Valorians took over the Harani and made them like their slaves. And the Valorians like took their home and made it their home, which really sucks. Kestrel is a Valorian. She is the general's daughter, who is renowned for the fact that he took over everything, and he was the one who did it. And Kestrel is in the market one day, and she sees an auction going on for a slave, and she decides to buy that slave. His name is Aaron, and they end up like falling in love, and there's a lot of like politics going on and takeovers and stuff like that, and it was really, really good, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much because I'm so sorry about the dogs. They always bark every time I do a video. But I've had this on my shelf for like about a year or so, and I'm like, if I don't get to this soon, I'm gonna be really upset. And I was able to put this in for my BookTubeAthon TBR, and I did read it, and I really liked it. And I gave this 4 stars. I really enjoyed the romance between Kestrel and Aaron, as well as like the politics and everything going on with that. There were a lot of like little twists and turns, which I really liked, and I am really looking forward to picking up the sequel. And I really love this cover too. And I do own the sequel, so I will be able to pick that up as soon as I can. But yeah, this one was really good, and I really enjoyed it. And anything else? Oh, this was 355 pages, and I finished this, I think, by day 2, something like that. One of the last books that I read was my hyped book for the week, and that is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. I actually read and listened to this on audiobook. I went back and forth with it. I really liked it. This is just all about a lord, or he's a son of an earl, so I don't know if he's actually like a lord, but it's all about a gentleman, a noble one, who is, he's kind of, okay, how do I say this? He's kind of immature, reckless, and he just does whatever he likes. And finally, it's just really starting to irritate his family and the other people around him. So they're finally like, look, you need to start being more responsible. You need to start, you know, acting more like you should. And so they're like, look, you just take a year, go on tour. So he and his best friend Percy and his sister Felicity all go on like this year, I think it's a year long, or it's supposed to be a year long, a tour of Europe, and it's supposed to be like a last hurrah before he takes over his father's estate and starts being more responsible, and Percy goes away to school, which that's his best friend, and Felicity ends up going away to finishing school as well. None of them want to do what they're supposed to be doing after that year-long tour. So there's a lot of stuff that happens. It's not at all what you would think. Also, Monty is in love with Percy, which I love. Percy and Monty are just bae. I love them so much. I ended up listening to this in my car on the way to and from work, and I'm just like, Monty, don't you dare do that to Percy. Percy, shut up. Don't do, like, I'm just like dying, and I want them to be together so bad, and they're so adorable, and I love them, and I love this book. This book was just so good. I really loved all the characters, and I also really loved listening to it on an audiobook. I thought the narrator was fantastic. I just like, I really loved his voice, and even the voices for the characters, even his female voices, which they weren't the best, but you could definitely distinguish who was who every time he was talking, or every time somebody had a line. So I thought this was really good, and they gave this 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. And that was 501 pages, and again, that was for my hyped read. So the next one is to finish a book in a day. So I picked up Midsummer volume, this is bind up number 8, volumes 15 and 16 by Hiro Fujiwara. This is the 8th bind up, and I've been reading this for quite a while. The last one has come out, and the last one comes out tomorrow, I'm sorry. And I really need to pick it up. I really want the last one. I really love this one. I have really loved the series. It's been really consistent for me, but this one was just so much better. I think a lot of the stuff that happened in this one, just like, I really loved it. So I ended up giving this one 5 stars as well. And this was 382 pages, and the romance is just perfect. I love Usui and Misaki together. They're just so good. So good. So yeah, 382 pages. It's a great manga. If you haven't picked up Maid-sama, you really should. And I have one more bind up to read, and then I can finally watch the anime that I've had for a while. So yeah. Here's the art style if you were wondering what that looked like. That's a really good picture. That's a good one. I really love the art style in this. I really love the story and the characters, and yeah, I always have a really fun time reading this. So this was fantastic. Next time I read was, the next challenge is to read a book about a character, read about a character that is completely different from you, and I picked up Ruby Red by Kirsten Gear. Oh, I forgot to mention, this and The Winter's Curse were both on my 17 of 2017 books to read, or 17 books to read in 2017, so, yeah, I was able to complete 2 of them, actually 3 of them for the month, 2 of them in BookTubeAthon, 1 of them, during the rest of July, or, you know, in the beginning of July, and I enjoyed all of them that I read this time. I was really happy. So, Ruby Red is just about a girl who comes from, like, a family of time travelers, kind of, and it's, she knows it's supposed to go to her cousin Charlotte. At least that's what everybody has been preparing for, and that's what Charlotte's been preparing for, that she is going to time travel, and the way you know that you're going to time travel is, like, you start getting really dizzy. I guess that's the only way, or something like that. Also, it's, like, there was a prophecy that the next time child would be born on this day, and Charlotte was that one. So, Charlotte was born on that day. But, Charlotte has been getting a lot of dizzy spells, but she hasn't, time traveled yet. And then, one day, Gwen starts feeling these dizzy spells, and she time travels, and she's not supposed to be the one to time travel. That's supposed to be Charlotte. So, you know, Charlotte's upset. Everybody's like just going around like, what's going on? This isn't supposed to happen. Why is she time traveling? Why isn't Charlotte doing it? And yeah, there's also another time traveler, Gideon. He's from another family of time travelers. There's like the male side, I think, and like the female side. I think that's how it is. I think like his family, the De Villiers, they're all like male time travelers. And then her family, which right now I can't for the life of me come up with the last name for some reason. oh, the Montrose family or something like that. They have, their females have all been time traveling. I think that's how it is. So, yeah. So this is really good. I really liked the mystery of it. I really liked the characters, and actually the romance, which I didn't think I'd like, I actually ended up liking. There's a couple ships that I have. And there's just, really this was all like about mystery and stuff, and I really enjoyed it. Again, I didn't think I would really like this one as much because I have had this whole trilogy on my shelf for a really long time. But I was able to pick it up this year. I was able to pick it up for BookTubeAthon because I told myself if I didn't pick it up this year, I was gonna just get rid of all of them. But I'm really happy that I picked it up because I really liked it. Also, this was a German, this was, in German, like, why can't I talk? This was a German book before they translated it into, English. So I thought that was really neat. And the covers are gorgeous. Also, the paperback covers, which they changed, at least all the covers for hardcover match, and all the paperback covers match, which I thought was really good. But those are really nice too. I just really preferred the hardcover ones. And yeah, I think that's really it. This one was 322 pages, and I gave this 4 stars. Yeah, I gave this 4 stars. Again, I really enjoyed it, and I want to pick up the next book in the series because I really want to see what happens. There's a lot more mystery that I really want to know about, and I think I can sort of see where it's going. But yeah, we'll see. I have the whole trilogy, so I'm going to pick it up. And I also have, I think, another couple books in another trilogy of hers that she just had. I want to say 1 to 2 of those books. And I really want to pick those up too, because those sound really good. Alright, the next book was to read a book completely outside. And I did that with Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. This is a graphic novel. It's a full color graphic novel too, which I thought was really good. And this one is all about it's all about Nimona, who is a shapeshifter, and she wants to become the sidekick of the villain, or the supervillain, Ballister Blackheart. And so she becomes his sidekick, and then there's also the hero of the story, Golden Loin. I can't think of his, I think his name is Brocius? Brocius or Brocius, something like that. But Golden Loin. So there's Blackheart, Nimona, and Golden Loin. And Nimona's a shapeshifter, like I said. And she can shapeshift into like dragons, or she can even shapeshift into people. She can, as long as, you know, they're real and she's seen them, she can shapeshift into it. And then you find out, like, not everything is really what it seems. Like, the heroes aren't really heroes, and the villains aren't really evil. They're, you know, so there's a lot to it. It was really cute and sometimes kind of funny. There were sometimes I was just really annoyed with Nimona, but I think towards the end it was really nice. I would have liked maybe a little bit more to it, but I think I really enjoyed it overall, and I liked the illustrations. And I know that the illustrations were done for Fangirl. Like, that was the illustrations for Fangirl as well. And Rainbow Rowell actually blurbed it. It says, full of humor and heart, which I absolutely agree with. But yeah, I thought this was really nice. And it had dragons, because she can shapeshift into a dragon. And I love that. But yeah. So I gave this, I'm still torn between like 3.5 and 4 stars. I know a lot of people really, really love this. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I didn't like absolutely fall in love with it, but I did really enjoy it. And I guess I'd say like a 3.75 to 4 stars. This was nice. I enjoyed it. And that was 262 pages. Okay, second to last book was the book I bought because of the cover. That is Streamology by Lucy Keating. Technically, I went in to buy Lucy Keating's other book, Literally, which I was really looking forward to reading. And actually, there is the cover for that. but I decided not to get it, and then I saw this one, and I just looked at the cover, and I felt the cover was gorgeous. So I picked it up, and I put it in my basket. I didn't buy it, technically, until I read the synopsis, but I picked it up because of the cover. So it counts, right? Well, I'm counting it anyway. So this is the one I bought. And this is all about a girl who has been dreaming of this boy her whole life, pretty much. And she's in love with him, even though he's only a dream. She just falls in love with him, and they even date in her dream. And she's been dreaming of him for well, yeah, it's pretty much all her life, like 3 times a week. She just wants to sleep because she knows he'll be there. And again, they're dating in her dreams, and she's in love with him. And then one day they move back to where she used to live in Boston, and she ends up going to her new school, and she sees him. And now he's real, but he's not like how he is in the dreams. So she doesn't know if like it's really him or if he's just like a lookalike. But it was really good. It was really cute. I really enjoyed it. I can't believe how much I enjoyed it. I really like the romance in this. There's a few couples again I ship. And I really loved the father-daughter moments in this, even though, I mean, the mother-daughter moments were just, no. There were no mother-daughter moments. That's what really pissed me off. And it's not the writer or anything, it's just like the story of how the mother, I guess, she went to Africa, I think, and I think she works with like the animal life there. And how do I say this? So this is when Alice, her name is Alice, when she was kind of young, her mother just up and left, and she hasn't returned. She hasn't really seen her mother. She talks to her every once in a while, but she hasn't seen her in years. And the mother just doesn't care. And I think the mother's just not cut out to be a mother. I can't stand her, and I wish the father I think is still in love with her, and I wish like he would just realize the fact that he doesn't need to, you know, hang on to that woman because she's just awful. Sorry, but, you know, shouldn't have been a mother if you couldn't be one. And again, that's just how that happened. I just really hated that part. I mean, again, it didn't take away from the story at all. And really, it kind of just, like, the whole time I'm just like, where's the mother? Where is she? Like, I thought she was dead. I literally thought she was dead through the whole thing. And then I think towards the end, they're saying, oh no, she's not dead. She's just in Africa. Can't be bothered to come home. So, yeah. But I really enjoyed this book. I gave this 4 stars. As well, and this was, again, 322 pages. Alright, last book that I read was just, the last challenge is just to read 7 books, so you can pick out another book, because I picked 6 books, and so it just pick a random book, whatever you want to read. So I picked Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller, one I've had for, I think, about a year, and this book I really wanted to read. I've been eyeing it for so long, and I just wanted to pick it up, and I finally did, and I enjoyed it. I really did. And this is just about a girl she's the daughter of the Pirate King, and she gets kidnapped by this, like, enemy pirate ship. Little do they know, though, that she wasn't exactly captured. She willingly wanted to be on that ship. She was just waiting for you to take her. So, she's gonna rob them blind, while they think that she's a prisoner there. She's just so good. There's also a twist to this, which I really loved. And I really loved Alosa, I think it's Alosa. I really liked her character, and I really liked the romance that was going with this. I just really enjoyed this story. I really enjoyed, like, the pirate, you know, stuff about it. I really like that. And, you know, they are comparing Princess Alosa to Jack Sparrow. Like, she's another lady, or she's like a Lady Jack Sparrow. And that's perfect, because she kind of really is. And, again, she has a twist to her, which you won't really know until you get, like, halfway into the book. And I really loved that. And I didn't really expect that. I just wasn't expecting it while reading it, and I really liked that they added that to it. And this was just really good, and I gave this 4 stars again. And this was 308 pages. So all in total, I read 2,452 pages, 7 books, and I completed 7 challenges. So it was a fantastic week for me. I had a lot of fun reading. It's just now I'm feeling the effects of it. Like, I was feeling it last night, and I felt it like today while I was at work. I was just like, I can't, I need like a week to just sleep now, but I can't do that. So, but I had a really fun time reading all these books. I was able to hit my 100 books goal for Goodreads, and I really love that. And I can't believe I read over 2,000 pages. I can't believe I read 7 books. I normally don't read 7 books in a week, but I really did push myself, and yeah, it really paid off, and I'm happy. So yeah, that's it for my BookTubeAthon, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Let me know if you participated in BookTubeAthon down below. I'd really like to know what you guys did, if you guys read a lot, or it doesn't really matter like what you guys read, as long as you read. That's the whole point of this readathon, which I really loved. But yeah, I just was able to read 7 books. So thanks you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again later. Happy reading. Bye.